Viper is now on match point, only needing to win this one last game to finally claim the Masters Arena 5 title, and potentially to close it out will be a Slav mirror, with Viper spawning in the sort of northwest part of the map, as the yellow Slavs, naturally. And his opponent will be TaToH, trying to take this to a game number 9, definitely putting up a much better performance than a lot of people might have suspected. But yeah, here is TaToH in the south of the map, as the Slavs. It's a mirror. So, since it's a mirror matchup, the maps are going to be very important. And TaToH has some space. He has a back stone, but kind of a forward gold, forward secondary gold, forward stone, forward secondary gold. Kind of a mediocre map for Mr. TaToH. Not exactly what you want. Meanwhile, for the Viper here, kind of a forward gold, forward stone, forward stone. He does have a back stone, however. Wait, does he have 2 secondary stones? He also has a back gold. So Viper's map is definitely a good deal better than TaToH's, in my opinion. But that's weird. Does he have a second extra stone? I think he does. Like, if this is a neutral stone, it's kind of weird, because normally neutral stones spawn with 3 tiles. But this one has 4. So that's an extra 350 stone for the Viper, just free. Certainly not anything to complain about if you are the Viper. Well, it's Arena Dark Age. Yeah, secondary stones can have 4 piles. Yeah, neutral. I know what you mean. But it's not very common, and it's certainly very lucky for the Viper. Meanwhile, 2 neutral golds, both in the north of the map. You know, even locations, I'd say, but this will definitely be an important area to control in the late game, because this is the only place where there are extra golds. And both players have one of their secondary golds, you know, kind of like leading in this direction. So, like, getting a castle here, or a town center around here, definitely will be very important for both of these players in the late game. Also, 4 of the relics are in this sort of northern area. And only one's kind of right here. Kind of a late second more for TaToH. But, it's Arena. Doesn't matter that much, I guess. Also, oh, this is really awkward for TaToH, having to lure these deer through this gate and, like, through this one tile path. Meanwhile, Viper just has a pretty straightforward lure to this town center. Kind of unfortunate. So, really, we're not going to see anything particularly exciting until there's some sort of deviation in what these players are doing. But, I mean, I'm not going to see that quite yet. But I guess, to be fair, both Viper and TaToH have lured 2 deer. So that's pretty impressive, considering TaToH's lure is significantly harder than Viper's. I guess Viper has 3 farms and TaToH only has 1. TaToH with 8 on wood, Viper with 7. TaToH just trying to wrangle this deer. It's so tricky. Looks like he got this one though. Well, I don't know where Bambi's running. Where are you going, Bambi? Well, pretty nice. I mean, that's a lot nicer of a deer lure than I could ever hope to pull off. But looks like this will be the first deviation in strategy, as Viper will click up to the feudal age on 26 population, whereas TaToH will click up on 27. So TaToH going up one villager later than his opponent. We'll see if that means much. Two on gold here, 9 on wood. Same for Viper. Yep. It's Arena. It's the Dark Age. TaToH's here have actually been relatively cooperative. I mean, for a lure that's as hard as this, like threading the needle through here, pretty nice. Viper is, however, going to get all of his deer, whereas TaToH, because of all the time it takes to lure one deer, isn't going to bother with this last deer. Not really going to be too big a deal, I think. TaToH will be getting up more farms as well. Viper hitting the feudal age, and here we do see a barracks coming up from the Viper, so we will be seeing scouts from him, almost certainly. Yep, scouts from the Viper, and as I hear the dulcet tone of the barracks finishing, wait a minute. Oh wait, so it's gonna be scouts for both players, but TaToH will be able to take Viper's scout out. But since Viper was one villager quicker, he will get to the castle age before TaToH, but I guess that's at the cost of being down a scout. Regardless, it's, you know, pretty even. There we see Viper click up, and TaToH will click up just behind him. Even villager counts. TaToH, I guess, just has all the map control right now, but I think Viper has a pretty good idea of what his opponent is up to. Actually, he does not. He did not see much of TaToH's base at all, so he does not know what TaToH's up to. Meanwhile, TaToH does not know anything of what Viper's doing. So both players are essentially mirroring each other, but neither player knows it. Scouts are faster for Viper in being produced. So if Viper can sort of catch this roaming scout from TaToH, it will die in one hit. And TaToH actually has a fair amount on wood right now. It's this 12 villagers on wood. It's a pretty sizable amount. He will be hitting the castle age with a good amount of wood in the bank. I guess Viper will too. Well, he has 11 villagers on wood. But Viper has more on gold. He has 5 on gold, whereas TaToH only has 3 on gold. So that's a deviation. I guess that means that Viper will be quicker in going for something more gold intensive. He has 2 villagers right here, and he'll be instantly throwing down a monastery. Whereas TaToH will be throwing down nothing. Nope, just kidding. He'll be throwing down a monastery himself, and a town center. Whereas Viper with 1 town center as well. Game 9 free pick? I have no idea, Opera. It does not say in the game lobby description. Well, if it does, it's cut off. So, if it does go to a Game 9, we'll all find out together. But looks like right here, TaToH has a pretty decisive scout advantage. Gonna be doing some damage to Vipers. But we're going to try to push out with this monk to get this relic. Right now, TaToH scouts aren't exactly grouped up. Yeah, with the spearman coming out for Viper on top of everything, I think he'll be able to get this relic no problem. Though he will let a scout into his base. Noob streamer? Yeah, I know. Viper does not have loom. Maybe he can get a villager kill here. Yes, he will. So that's nice for TaToH. It's always just a nice pickup, but Viper will secure this relic. Meanwhile, TaToH still on the 2 town centers. Viper on 2 as well. There's number 3 coming up from Viper on the stone. Oh, looks like there's a scuffle going on here. It looks like a monk will go down for TaToH. Oh, really unlucky conversion RNG. Not getting the conversion on that scout. Going to be losing 2 monks for only 1 scout. That's not ideal if you're TaToH. At least the relic fell behind his wall, so, you know, he's able to pick up that relic no problem. So maybe he'll be able to take 2 relics again. Yeah, last game, TaToH was ahead in, like, the Scout War, but he let Viper sneak in 3 of the 5 relics. Right now, it's 1 relic apiece. This looks like an exposed monk here. Yep, nice monk kill there for TaToH. Viper trying to move in. He is the only player to invest in the Spearmen. TaToH did not invest in Spearmen. But Viper with, I think, slightly better macro, because he is a villager ahead. He's 4 villagers ahead, rather. And, then, you know, he lost a villager. So, yeah, just better macro, I guess. Viper trying to make off with this relic. TaToH not really willing to commit here. Well, now it looks like he's going in deep. He's gonna go for it! He will get the monk. Yes, he will. So nice pick off there. Well, from both players, actually. Both players picking off each other's monks. And if I were TaToH, I'd just try to sneak this relic. Perfectly even KD. Perfectly even villager count. Very much a mirrored game. TaToH now actually getting a 4th town center. Definitely going for the more economic approach. Whereas the Viper is sticking with the 3. So we'll see what he chooses to spend his money on. I guess he'll try to go for a faster Imperial Age. Well, I guess he's getting a handcart quickly, which is, of course, always valuable when you have a lot of farmers. Oh. Does TaToH see? You could kill these scouts. Oh, looks like they're going to be going in for a monk dive again, and that's a very quick conversion for Viper. Definitely Lord RNG's blessing him right there. Getting 2 conversions, actually. That's very nice for the Viper. It looks like TaToH will get at least this relic. I don't know, here comes Viper. He's gonna try to kill the monk. Can Viper get the kill? Oh, TaToH needs to be paying attention here. Yeah, the monk will 1000% die. And no conversion going off. Oh man, that's such bad luck for TaToH. He had really bad luck with fast conversions coming in from Viper's monks up here. Then he had a really slow conversion here, and then the relic is not even inside his gate yet. And of course, Viper's going to get 2 more relics. Not the greatest engagement so far. Fun thing, Slavs War is much about champs, so you don't need much gold. Yeah, but you're going to want to have lots of gold for the siege. Oh, can he nab it? Yes, he can. So, when all is said and done, it will be 2 relics to 3. Viper with a 1 relic advantage. But that shouldn't be too big a deal in the long run. Of course, Viper did not opt to get to that 4th town center, so he's stocking up resources. He'll click to the Imperial Age within a minute, probably. Meanwhile, TaToH, because he did invest in the 4th town center, will be a little bit further behind in the Imperial Age timing, but will be doing so with a larger economy. Yeah, Viper clicking up right now, whereas TaToH will be clicking up, you know, in a couple minutes. And now we see pikemen coming down from TaToH with another monastery, another barracks. So it looks like TaToH will be going for the old Slav infantry spam, which is probably the best idea in the late game. Whereas the Viper has a university. More conversions trying to come in from Viper. Man, he's been getting good luck with his conversions. Looks like... yeah, TaToH won't even get one. Double forward Siege Workshop, though, is coming in from the Viper. And TaToH will now see this. Trying to palisade in these monks as these pikemen do not deal very much damage. Wow, this is sad. These pikemen are just trying to kill these holy men, but they're just waving their sticks. Not giving a crap. Oh, will the Mangonel kill a lot of Viper's own units there? Nope. Forward castle now is coming in for the Viper, and TaToH is making a castle of his own, but TaToH still... well, yeah, of course, just as I say that, TaToH is only now clicking to the Imperial Age. Of course, Viper doing so on about 20 less villagers than his opponent, but Viper has a much larger military right now. And as far as the Treb War goes, Viper is going to be in a pretty sizable advantage. However, my question for the Viper is, what is your Imperial Age army going to look like? Because right now, you just have a Siege Workshop. And you have some random Spearmen. He is getting the Scale Mail Armor, so I guess he will be going into infantry of his own, but also the Onager tech coming in. And I think things are looking great for the Viper right now. Also, starting to work away at the Monastery of TaToH containing his 2 relics. Always something nice to be doing. And I assume the Viper will have his Treb on the way as well. Yes, he will. So yeah, I'd say that TaToH's in a pickle right now. You know, going for the 4th town center, you know, it's nice to have the extra villagers, but what are you going to do with your extra 20 villagers? More pikemen? It doesn't really matter that much against a bunch of onagers and trebuchets. Does TaToH have a back monastery? He does not. So he will have to build a back monastery to regather these relics. He's going to start losing barracks as well, and, you know, TaToH's losing a fair amount of infrastructure here. He is getting a redemption, so he's going to try to convert some of the onagers of the Viper. TaToH going for the repairs here, but he's already down 2 in the Treb War. Oh, here come the conversions. Can they be effective? Viper just going to delete that onager. Oh no! Oh, the onager cut. Forgot about that one for a second. Of course, onagers can cut now in the expansions, and Viper's in. Scouts are coming in to the base of TaToH here, and... uh-oh, is this it for TaToH? Things are looking pretty grim for him. 6 kills to 23 deaths. Only now trying to get block printing and onager himself, but TaToH's just behind the Viper. Viper taking TaToH's gold as well. Viper just kind of has a stranglehold on this map. Onager just dying for free for TaToH as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what TaToH's game plan is. He went for the 4th TC, but that just doesn't matter when your opponent has a faster Imperial Age. This castle's going down. No question about it. He just doesn't have enough villagers repairing. Yep, next round of Treb shots will kill this castle. And bye. Viper coming in with onagers as well. Can there be some excellent onager hits? That's a nice one for TaToH. But he's losing the pikeman war. Oh, onager with 1 health left for the Viper. So lucky. Oh, this is not the position you want to be in if you are TaToH with a terrible kill-death ratio. Viper with a ton of resources in the bank. Going to be going for Bloodlines and Chain Barding armor. Gathering a lot more stone. Will we be seeing the Boyars come in? I think that would be a pretty big mistake, honestly. Yeah, this is looking pretty ugly, though, for TaToH. It just has had so many unlucky conversions. Oh, is he going to lose this Treb, too? Okay, he's not... well, here comes the other onager. Yep, dead Treb. No castles for TaToH, no Treb production. Yes, he has Halberdier, but he doesn't have the ability to research Druzhina. He just doesn't have much gold either. Seems like Viper's just one step ahead of him all game. Castle coming down on the front as well. Random farming communities on the front of his walls, because who needs farms here when you can have farms here? Yeah, here we are. Stables on the side for the Viper. Because he chopped through this tree line here, he knows that he'll be able to sneak his way into the base of TaToH. Though, of course, TaToH is trying to plug up the holes here. Siege engineers and all the infantry upgrades are trying to be research here for TaToH, but he's going to need something that's better than just mirroring what his opponent is doing without castles to win this game. And wow, 2 excellent conversions coming in for Viper as well. And yeah, it's just TaToH has definitely been on the wrong side of some conversion RNG this game. I mean, those were pretty standard conversion times, but in general, kind of rough for TaToH in terms of conversions, but I still think very well played from the Viper. I mean, the game's not, like, technically over yet, since, you know, both players have a fair amount of resources to work with. It's just a matter of map positioning right now. TaToH's going to start running low on gold pretty soon, and he has no real game plan to sort of beat the Viper. Viper even trying to cut through the back of TaToH's base with this onager. Well, he has a castle here, so he can research Druzhina and get champions. Conversions coming in from these monks, however, and yeah, that's going to be a converted onager. That's a little awkward if you're TaToH. Again, Trebbing down this TC in the front. Oh, that's a big onager hit on all those poor villagers. Town center here from TaToH. Not really sure what that town center positioning is for, but regardless, onagers have cut their way through. Hussars are going to be in the base of TaToH. Halbs, not as fast as Hussars. Probably won't get too much done, though. No one has taken these northern golds yet, but Viper definitely has all the map control. No, I say that, but right now Viper's down to 16 military units to TaToH's 50. Like, TaToH's army is way bigger than Viper's. And he has had more villagers. It's just, I think, a matter of upgrades and map positioning. Like, Viper doesn't have many military units, but like 5 of them are Trebs. Can TaToH make the comeback happen, though? There's a Treb snipe. I mean, TaToH's trying as hard as he can. Gotta give it to him. He's up 58 military to 17 right now. So many military units. It's just they're all halberdiers. Honestly, if I'm TaToH, just run these halberdiers in against these Trebs. You have so many halberdiers. You have such a large food and wood economy as the Slav player. Can these onagers get some big hits as well? That's a nice onager hit for TaToH. Oh, the conversion came in though, but he's getting Trebs down if you're TaToH. Getting the monk kill as well. Why do you need to make you just, you can just take TaToH's? But all these Trebs from the Viper are going down, and TaToH has a lot more military units right now. What is Viper doing? He just hasn't been making military. Viper just hasn't been making any gold units except for trebuchets. And yeah, this trebuchet is going to go down, and this castle. Is TaToH making the comeback happen, guys? I mean, he's digging deep. Viper is going to be the first one to research Druzhina, though. That is going to be really big. But he needs infrastructure, man. He has 3 barracks right now. And now TaToH's the one with 5 trebuchets and some caprams. With Halberdier and Druzhina coming in, though, Viper will have the much better upgraded pikeman, who will do that splash damage. And he still has these monks alive. But yeah, more castles falling from the Viper, each player down to a single castle. TaToH trying to take this gold to the north, but it will be successfully raided by the Viper. And this game's close. I thought this was done for TaToH, but he's dug deep. He found the E button, or whatever he uses to make halberdiers. But TaToH, gotta move your trebs up quick, man. I think you really need to take down that castle of the Viper. TaToH now getting Orthodoxy. That's not the unique tech you want to be making. You want to be getting Druzhina. Or does he already have it? He does not. So that's, I think, a pretty big mistake from TaToH. I mean, you don't need the +3/+3 monk armor as much as you need the splash attack for your infantry, in my opinion. But now getting a town center on the north, and all these halbs are there to protect them. Also, he needs Blast Furnace. And this might be a bit of a doubt castle from Viper. TaToH needs to send his army north. Trying to smash through those walls there, and he will, but he'll lose a lot of stuff in the process. Yeah, where's TaToH's army? He needs to send it north. He needs to send it north fast. Well, there goes the castle from Viper. And more halbs coming in. I made jokes about, you know, Viper's farming eco being outside of his walls earlier, but it looks like it might come back to bite him in the ass now. How do you pronounce Druzhina? Like that, Druzhina. At least that's what Granis says, and I trust his Slavicness. It's not GG by any stretch of the imagination right now. Both players at max population. However, I do think Viper is at a pretty nice advantage right now. He still has all of these monks, and both players have a ton of halberdiers, but in the big halb-on-halb fights, I mean, Druzhina's gonna be the difference maker. And these monks. Yeah, I mean, now it's TaToH, the one who's just not making enough gold units. You pronounce pretty well? Thanks. This is just so painful from TaToH. He's just losing way too many units here. I think Scorpions probably would be a better choice than Onagers at this point. Better against hordes of, you know, stagger formation halberdiers. But yeah, TaToH, research the technology. You have resources in the bank, man. Please. It's such an important technology in these sort of halb-on-halb wars. Oh, now with the research, or the conversions coming in on the barracks, why is my game slowing down? Oh, Viper has Orthodoxy too, so these conversions are going to come off because the halbs can't kill the tanky Russian monks! Viper's going to get these barracks, and that's a pretty big deal in my opinion. Because Viper just has that extra production infrastructure. He's also getting Siege Onager. But it looks like maybe TaToH's stabilizing? What's the north side of the map looking like? Oh, this is really bad for TaToH. This actually might just be game losing for him. Yeah, Viper has both of the neutral golds, and TaToH isn't able to compete at all. Russian monks OP. Yeah, man. Now TaToH is getting Druzhina, but I think it's a little on the late side. It's really not good to be letting Viper get all of this gold, especially since he has the relic advantage. Also, Viper getting Heavy Scorpion. Definitely, I think, a stronger choice than the Siege Onager right now. Viper accidentally killing 2 of his own monks with an Onager. Yeah, Viper's going for SO. He has the gold income over his opponent. And right now, TaToH is living and dying by his halb spam. But with the Scorpions coming in, like I said, I think that's the unit you want to deal with all the halberdiers. As the Slavs, they're cheap. They're only 67 wood and gold. It's only a little bit more expensive than a Cav Archer. Doing that nice pass-through damage. All of the area of effect damage. Yeah, TaToH getting pushed further and further back. No gold income, not taking the secondary gold. Viper easily taking all of this gold in the north of the map. And look at all of this siege from the Viper. Oh, that's a nice SO hit, but not enough, I think. TaToH trying to come in here with some siege rams. Obviously, he's not going to want to resign until, you know, the absolute last minute. It is his tournament life. But I just don't see how you overcome both secondary golds going down. Hussars coming in as well. And I just don't see this as a sort of long-term battle that TaToH can win. Because he's only making halbs and occasionally siege rams against a bunch of scorpions and SOs. Big SO hits there as well. TaToH getting Theocracy now. Not sure if I agree with that decision. I don't think monks are going to serve you too well at this point. But I don't know. The military counts even. I just think it's going to be a game of gold, and Viper is just getting all of the gold. TaToH with very few resources in the bank. Viper, tons of resources in the bank. Viper can keep this going on all day. Hussars coming in for the raid as well. Probably won't get too much on, but look at all these siege rams! All of the siege units for the Viper. Oh man, there's so many siege units. So beautiful. Castle is now going to be coming down for TaToH. Trying to get some conversions off on Viper's... Whoa! Did Viper just delete a whole bunch of his own units or something? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, TaToH just keeps on getting pushed further and further back. He has the military lead right now, but I think it's just a matter of quality versus quantity at this point. Viper getting the Men-at-Arms upgrade 55 minutes in the game. Will be transitioning into those champions. He has certainly enough gold to start really hammering out those champions. And those, I think, will be the nail in the coffin for Mr. TaToH in this series. Again, I say that, and Viper has half the military of TaToH right now. MoA5 was still the best AoE tourney ever. Was that the first one Viper won? I don't remember. But yeah, wait, TaToH's now getting Guard Tower. Why? Why are you getting Guard Tower, TaToH? I mean, he's trying. He has the population lead right now. As crazy as it sounds, I think Viper maybe could be producing a bit more vigorously, but I don't. He's not researching two-handed swordsman. You need to be doing that, Viper. You need to get those champions out. Oh, never mind. It just wasn't on the tech overlay for some reason. Okay, now he has two-handed swordsman. He just needs to group them up. Or, I don't know. I guess it looks like he'll be fine no matter what. Getting champion in as well. Random guard tower will not be enough. Also a forward castle here for the Viper as well. Looks like Viper is just pushing down TaToH on all fronts. These villagers battering down a guard tower. Gotta love it. Yeah, Viper has just had an untouched economy all game long, and he still has this extra stone in the back of his base. Still has plenty of stone left. He can build another castle. And, you know, TaToH still hasn't been able to claim this gold, which is his gold, whereas Viper's almost mining out both neutral golds. Yep, here come the champions. Champions and siege rams versus halbs and siege rams. I think we know how this will go. Well, it's maybe the last battle of this game. TaToH trying to get some conversions off onto Viper's champions. I don't think it will be enough, though, as it slowly but surely, all of these halberdiers are falling. The siege ram parade not stopped. I mean, yeah, TaToH might get this castle for the Viper, but the Viper has enough stone that he can just build another one. Yeah. GG, well played, congrats from TaToH. Excellent series, definitely a much better final than I thought, but still very well played from the Viper, a well-deserved win. He will be our Masters of Arena 5 champion. And yeah, just well played to both players. I think TaToH did a much better job competing with the Viper than pretty much every other player this tournament. Much better KD for the Viper, 50 units converted. And I think this is just the story of this game.